How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we have an update on not only Battlegrounds marks, but the Spiderwoman Nerf that we're going to talk about. There's been a lot of drama today on certain channels, so we're just going to talk about this. So basically, the intro is them apologizing for how the game was the last month or so. I'm not going to read some of this just because I kind of want to, not out of disrespect, but I just kind of want to get to the stuff that you guys probably care about. If you want to read this, it's on their official Discord. You can read it. But basically they said that Spider-Woman's update was intended to address her defensive threats, but changes outlined as a large impact of her offensive capabilities. So what's the plan? Basically, they're going to change, they're still going to remove ensnare, but they're going to make it so that while fumble's active, your opponent will not be able to evade. And it says one thing to note on this: since her fumble is a severe debuff, this makes her an even stronger and more reliable evade counter. And it does, because I know how to put fumble on, to be honest. So I never made a video about it, but I was one of those people where the Spider-Woman nerf never really was going to change how I view Spider-Woman. I view Spider-Woman myself as just straight attacker. That's how I use her. Burst people down with those poisons that I'm not in the highest tier Battlegrounds, so ensnare being removed for me really didn't matter too much. I didn't use her for that stuff anyways, but it's good to hear that. But I saw people's point, especially those higher tier players, so I think this is a good change. A higher level Battlegrounds player can probably let me know, but for what I used her for, I wasn't gonna, even if they sent out rank down tickets, I wasn't going to rank her down personally. I only have her rank 3 though, so it might be easier for me to say. So they say key point here is that we won't reverse every unpopular decision just because it's controversial. We believe it's ultimately the right call for the game. I guess, but usually, I will say usually it's controversial because it's not it's not good for the game, so whatever. In this scenario, based on your feedback and careful review, we believe we could have chosen a better course of action, and it would be stubborn on our part to double down on this instead of taking the time to re-evaluate and course correct. So they're basically saying, yeah, they messed up on the Spider-Woman nerf as well, and they're changing it on the change with the change we discussed. This one's interesting. So the adaptive event difficulty, so blah, 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 blah. They didn't realize the scope in which the casual players utilize. This is kind of alarming, as we didn't realize the scope of which casual players utilize the event for their main source of gameplay. Because that's literally all. The only casual gameplay is act content and event quest and side quests, or side event quests. There's no I'm not sure what. Anyways, yeah, that's concerning a little bit. But we cut down the values by 30%, which is a significant margin. And while we believe we landed in a solid spot for Elder, with there only being one difficulty for Classic, we feel it's not enough for some of our casual players. We'll be up with the upcoming event quest on October 8th. You'll see the following changes. We'll be reducing the health of defenders in Classic mode even further. We'll be launching an Elder difficulty for Cavalier and Thronebreaker players. So that's interesting. Super interesting. Our goal is to make a Classic an approach to event quest. We want to add Elder difficulty for lower progression players who want to push or challenge themselves. Okay, that's cool. I assume, yeah, more potential rewards. We've heard the feedback loud and clear. Classic run simply feels like busy work. It's hard to disagree with the sentiment. We have full intentions to allow Valiant players to bypass Classic in the near future. However, this requires additional engineering work that we don't currently have the capacity to support due to other features already in progress. So unfortunately, we won't be able to make this happen immediately. But we're trying for. Do keep in mind, while this is a few months away, Classic should. You can't just make it so that you can hit the switch. What? That's kind of wild to me, because all it is it's like a check mark. It should just be like an if then statement. Using my video game design degree for 1/2 a second, if the game isn't set up where you can just have it auto check that they have Classic done, if they're Valiant is is strange. I know it's an old game, so I'm not sure how quests are built, but that's interesting. Because in newer games you would just it just be like an if then check. You would just say if player's Valiant, then Elder difficulties like unlocked, and that's like a simple term, like the simple way to say it, in like Unreal Engine or something. So it's very weird that that's not possible. But I don't know what engine they're building this game with. It's probably a custom one. But anyways, I'll stop being nerdy. That's just weird that they can't just have it like unlocked for you, and it's going to take several months. Anyways, a decision on Elders Marks and Battlegrounds. Yeah, this is also important to round out the September dev diary. We had to talk about energy. Basically, we took a lot of time to consider all possible options. Ultimately, we're happy to tell you that Elders Marks will be staying and will act as exclusive entries into competitive ranked Battlegrounds. So that's good, because for me, I have so many. Now, Elders Marks will no longer be directly purchasable for units. However, you can convert 15 energy into 90 Elders Marks at any time in unlimited fashions. Okay, so that's good. That's good. To save you the math, here's a quick breakdown. Cool. So upcoming 120 units and energy refills is about 1,600 Elders Marks. So that's a lot, dude. So I'm happy with this change because I have like I said, like 6,000 to 8,000. I don't know, somewhere in there. I always have it available, so I can always play. I never have a problem with those. And if they were going to remove it, basically all of a sudden I can't play Battlegrounds as much because I'd have no way to get in with all the energy it takes to do everything. So why are they doing it? They want to distinguish between ranked and unranked. Surprise, unranked matches will be launching alongside Season 34. Will cost... it will match your opponent based on the size of your roster. This update is long overdue and will give summoners with smaller rosters the to play mode being forced to... Oh, okay. So basically, this is a way for you to just have fun, fight people around your rank, and then still allow people like me who want to play ranked mode to keep doing that. So that sounds good. This is for probably lower or smaller accounts. So you smaller accounts, let me know what you think about that change. Changes to prevent future missteps. This includes enhanced internal review processes to ensure all adjustments align with our design philosophy and receive proper approvals. Improved pre-release testing to confirm changes match their intended purpose. Yeah, that's probably good. These steps are already in motion. Okay. And then basically they say like last month's not their best month. They have another general compensation package. No, not another one. They're building the one they promised before for the connection issues that started last month. They basically just say they want you to feel value with your money and your feelings and your time. We're committed to bringing a premium experience to summoners. Yeah, so overall, let's recap real quick. We have Spiderwoman Nerf being nerfed, but she is getting, she's keeping that anti-evade, yep, on her fumble. They're still removing the ensnare. For adaptive event quests will not be auto-unlocked for Valiant for a few months, maybe longer. For some reason, classic mode will have their health of the defenders lowered, and lower difficulties will also get the option to try a Elder mode for more rewards if they want to try to push. Elder's Marks will be staying and can be purchased with energy. There's also an unranked Battlegrounds mode coming. They have steps to try to make to avoid certain things like this last month from happening again, and then they just want you to feel valued. So that's kind of the long and short of it. I guess maybe I should put that. I'll leave it here as it is. So let me know what you thought about this whole post. Again, it's on their Discord. I guess there's not much to say here. Well, we discussed it all already. So let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you're happy with these changes and how you'll be playing moving forward with everything that's happened today. a lot happening today. So anyways, that's it for this video, I guess. Y'all take care.